Good afternoon, good evening, laddies. It's me, Waddles. So earlier this week, we got to experience what I guess you could call one of the final larger snapshots for this update. Snapshot was beautiful. Brand new punk rock strider, brand new baby sniffer is gorgeous. But inside of that snapshot, shortly after the release of it, the devs went back and changed the changelog because there was a secret building change. On top of that, we might have a glimpse at what update is coming next, and we had a surprise, the 26.1 snapshot number 92. We're still chugging along on that road to 2 milli, so smash that subscribe button. And baby panda, this is where I want to start today. So inside of my world with every single baby mob setup, it's quite beautiful. I was taking a look at the baby pandas and completely realized, and warning, this is the cuteness warning right here, prepare yourself. But obviously here we've got 7 different panda personality types. We took a look at some of them. I had but no clue how major some of these other personality babies would actually be. Alright, so we have our whole little lineup right here, kicking everything off with the normal panda. This is one of the ones that we saw. I love it. It's a chunky little model. Love the thick ears going on, the tiny little face. It's adorable. Kind of reminds me of a raccoon though, right? Like, maybe we kind of need the raccoon update inside of Minecraft or something. Then we have the angry one. We took a look at this one too with those big gray eyebrows. Man, this is a baddie. You don't want to mess with it. Now, moving on to ones that we didn't quite see yet, the lazy panda. Look, man, I don't know what's going on his face. It almost gives like a bunch of wrinkles or something like that, but the lazy panda has all of these light gray little, I don't even know what it's meant to be, like folds, creases, messy fur or something, I don't know, but it's got all that going on with his head. Kind of interestingly here, taking a look at the rest of the body there, aside from one personality where the change is going to be quite obvious, the body for all of these other personalities, it's exactly the same. That goes to say all of the changes in each texture, they are taking place on the head here. The worried panda, oh, the eyes. So at first I thought the worried panda was just the same as the plain old normal panda. I guess I'm just used to the eyes being a little bit larger, but it actually reminds me of the little puppy eyes. You know, we get those lighter pixels above and to the side of the main eye spot. Oh man, now I think I believe in playful panda supremacy because, oh my god, look at that little tongue right there. It's like this emoji. It's literally that emoji right there. The playful panda has its tongue sticking out and it's just like, bro, it's just like chilling there, goofing around, down for a funny, goofy time. I love it. Oh god, not you. No, go away. Now, this is one that we did actually see, the baby weak panda, but there's something about this texture that I just love. Like, its little eyes, I just feel so bad for it. Of course, the snot running out of its nose, too, man. It's just, like, sick and, I'm, like, so upset, and I feel bad, man. I guess call me an empath or whatever, but last and definitely not least, the baby brown panda. I always forget about you, dude. You're so rare, but you're so cool. I love how the brown on the brown panda, it's like a lightened tone, so compared to all of the other pandas here, this thing way stands out. Of course, coloration, but it's like the black is real solid black and dark and intense. Meanwhile, the brown has quite a bit of lightness to it, and yeah, it just looks really, really good. All of this is just making me realize, though, that, man, I would love raccoons to be added to Minecraft. I would imagine the size would be about this big. We'd have a tail and, you know, a similar texture, I guess, to the baby panda. Now, alongside the release of snapshot number 8, the original one here, we've got our standard article here taking a look at all of the baby mobs in the game. Excuse me, all of, like, the new baby mobs here. The sniffer with its egg, man, we need to push Mojang. I really think the sniffer egg should only hatch on moss blocks so we could actually show it off, you know? After all, man, I mean, it's like such a beautiful texture. And also, if it only went on moss block and hatch, you could use this in builds, too. That'd be kind of cool. Anyway, here, that snapshot number 8. Shortly after the release of this snapshot, the changelog was actually updated with some gigantic changes, and that's why everyone's missing. Gigantic change to building. Oh my gosh, this one is so beautiful. As somebody who likes to build with things like stone, deep slate inside of my world, even like the plain, fully normal ones, this change is going to revolutionize how you do things. Alright, so quick question. Let's say we had stone, we had deep slate. How do I get the cobbled version? I have to place them down and break them, especially if I still touch them, right? Well, actually wrong. Your pickaxe is going to applaud this change because slide over to the stone cutter with stone. Oh my god, brother, you can cobble the stone inside of the stone cutter. Now, you could take a clean piece of stone and just smash it down into cobblestone and then smash that cobblestone into whatever else you want to. Or you could just take plain old stone and smash it into anything that you want to. The brand new additions here being all of the cobblestone variants. Dude, oh my gosh, I would have never ever seen this brand new way to get cobblestone actually making it into this update. Slide into the stonecutter, that's not all. Deep slate, and wow, this thing is no longer like completely, I guess only if you don't really like building with this thing. If you don't like building with this thing, it was kind of useless before. Oh my god, you could do the same thing instead of the stonecutter. You could cobble the deep slate just straight up right there, and then same thing with the other deep slate variants, and then of course all of these other things that we've had for years now. What? I'm speechless. I don't even know what to say. You could just like, it's so easy, it's so simple, it makes building so much more streamlined. It's such a random last-minute change to this update, but oh my gosh, this is one of the most beautiful changes in a long time. Like, I would almost dare to say I am more excited about this change than craftable name tags, man. This is so good as a builder. Oh, and what's that? But on the same day of that snapshot, we had a preview release. We'll talk about some big things in a minute here. And inside of that preview, among a dead bush change, we can now do the same exact thing in the stonecutter. It's such a big, beautiful change that has made its way to not just Java, but Bedrock Edition as well. Wow. Next up, bone meal. The bone meal is one of the low-key stars of the snapshot. A solid handful of the not very many bug fixes inside of the snapshot all have to do with bone meal. For one here, when we have bamboo stalk and I use bone meal on it, if bamboo stalk did not end up growing, sometimes the bone meal would get used up still. I think this is more about when a bamboo stalk like literally cannot grow right here. I'm trying to use bone meal on it. There were some instances in which bone meal would get consumed anyway. Here I am all the way up at world height limit, or like just about. When I get to build height limit, obviously I can't build anymore. Let's say I was a little bit lower though, and I placed a flower down. There were certain instances here at build height limit, and this could happen all the way up at the top of your world or the bottom of your world. When I would bone meal a plant, the plants wouldn't actually get bone mealed. Another nice fix with bone meal. And then we actually had some other issues that have been in the game since 2023 having to do with bone meal in cave air and void air as well. They're gone. Another little random request from Mojang here at the end of the update. Give us a little bit of parity with Bedrock Edition. Bedrock can bone meal these single tall flowers and more of them will grow all over. We could only bone meal the 2 tall flowers on Java Edition. Come on, man. Mojang, let's make it happen. The functionality should in theory be so easy to add because it's very similar to what goes on with like the firefly bush or things like that. Except we get a patch of flowers instead. It'd be such a small change but would kind of fit with the brand new flower inside of this update, right? The adult horses inside of this new snapshot, it got an update. The black dot adult horse, we talked about it briefly. Every single adult black dot horse got a new texture. It's still so ugly, man. I think they just need to redo this texture altogether. Same with this one. It's such a missed opportunity. I mean, look at the white dot texture. Beautiful. Really good looking. Black dot, why does it have to be so ugly, man? Baby zombie, baby zombies. So the baby zombies, they got remodeled. Inside of this latest snapshot, nothing changed with them. But that's kind of the problem here. So take a look at this baby zombie. It's got new armor, everything like that. Oh, no. When it runs around, its leg clips clean through the armor. That's been like that since this new baby zombie and armor models were added to the game a snapshot ago now. It's intriguing that this bug was not fixed quite yet. I wonder if Mojang is maybe taking a look at these baby models and considering redoing them for the full update. Only that could be the reason that I could think of as to why this really gigantic bug has not been fixed quite yet. I mean, also a slight redo of the baby zombie model would make sense with the shorter hitbox here as well. Maybe they'll make the head a little bit smaller after all. So our initial snapshot, it had a little bit more to it. It's pretty cool. But then, one day later, we had what in days of old we would have called a bee snapshot. On Wednesday this week, we had Minecraft 26.1 snapshot number 9. Now the changelog, the header of this thing here, it makes it look really, really juicy. Like, oh man, that's a beautiful mountain. They're flying really, really high up in the air. Maybe something cool is happening. But instead, no. So there was a huge issue inside of this snapshot that was found pretty shortly after the release of this thing, where if you were to go above the world build height limit, or any entity for that matter, so even like a block or something, or you went down below it, like into the void, your game world would crash, and then the world would be locked up. You couldn't get back into it. Obviously, a very, very crucial bug. Crucial enough, in fact, for the developers to release a rush snapshot so they could fix it. On top of that gigantic bug fix, we also had a fix with kittens being a little bit too noisy and entity shadows with some of the stuff Mojang's working on the technical side. And, well, for 26.1 snapshot number 9, maybe our last one, I guess we'll have to wait and see. That's about it. It's a really, really small snapshot. All right, and now with a 26.1 feature-wise just about wrapped up, we slide over to the brand new Bedrock preview that released this week, because we might actually have a sneak peek at what's coming next. Throwback Thursday to last year, before Minecraft Live Spring, if you can remember, the locator bar was added to the game before the big show. It's definitely not unheard of Mojang, after one update wraps up, to start dumping features into the game, maybe squashing bugs, making parity changes, you know, all that kind of stuff, to get ready for whatever's coming next. And here, we have something very fascinating going on with the furnace. Would you take a look at that? It's brand new. Whoa, that feels so different looking. Being able to see all of the recipes that I can make in the furnace right here. It's a brand new recipe book, baby. Take a look at all of them. That's crazy. Ooh, now this is kind of interesting because compared to Minecraft Java, the recipe book for the furnace on Java Edition, it does exist right here. And I mean, yeah, it's kind of been a thing for a long time. It's kind of funny. I actually literally never turned this thing on. But yeah, we have different symbols right here. We can see all of the smeltable recipes that I've unlocked in this world, and you know the thing. Meanwhile, on Bedrock Edition, our brand new one, we have completely different symbols. So we have like gold ingot, the glass right there, and then food to symbolize all of the food. And from the get-go here, every single recipe appears to just be unlocked. If you want to turn the book off, you tap that button right there. And yeah, it's kind of showing off everything that you can do with the furnace. That's kind of cool. I like it. Almost even more intriguingly here, this isn't just dumped into the game. Instead, we have an experimental toggle added to the game for this feature that is right now just called Furnace Recipe Book. Some kind of smelting update is an intriguing idea. Perhaps maybe a blast furnace and smoker that actually get more efficient or whatever. And speaking of those workstations, if we slide into it, our recipe book is actually completely changed. Of course, you know how it goes. The blast furnace is only for making ores, unlike the normal furnace that can kind of do it all. So that would mean that the blast furnace recipe book, it's only for the ores inside of the game. The smoker, predictably, it's only for the food inside of the game. This is a very random change, and it's quite suspicious to me why this singular small change would be locked behind a whole experimental toggle. I don't know about you, man, but it's kind of giving locator bar last year. Now this preview, and actually some of the more recent ones, have had some interesting changes that we haven't had the chance to talk about quite yet. Stay tuned, we might talk about them soon, but one other one that I'd like to talk about here, you pause the game and oh my god, you give Mojang props where props are due. The marketplace button, it is not a gigantic button right here. I thought it always was. And we've got a brand new one called How to Play. Now, it's kind of funny. These ones all have these really beautiful pictures. Then when you have a question mark, hopefully they change that. But yeah, if you want to get to the marketplace, they moved the button right there. Instead, we have beta feedback where I believe marketplace was before. And if you were wondering how to play, we tap on that. It slides us to this screen that you can access from the other settings screen. 26.1, the baby update. That's about it. Smash like, subscribe. Playlist will be an end card. My wonderful, wonderful patrons, Ground Crazy May, Medical Boomstick, Fire Dragon 19, CVM, The Duke, Pixie Phantom, Deb K, Fateful Grimoire, Jilly K, and Lena R. Thank you all so much. Adios, muchachos. I'll see you tomorrow.